DJ all the way.
Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 340. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Complete, Hooper. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 7.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12. Touchdown pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Now it's Jackson. Got a man right. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, they run with Howard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's Murray from midfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. It's complete to Grant. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Murray now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Murray now. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. A little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
10 more there and another 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we are tied at 7. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been in an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, Murray. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 22, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Murray now on 1st down. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. The pass complete, ran. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing again, Murray. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, You put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easy.
And a loose football.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Running from the gun, Johnson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. This play to Seals-Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. To throw, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Cordero Patterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. It gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson will throw again. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And Jackson throwing once more and finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Center's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17 to 10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we go up to Orlando. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And, we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On third down, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. He'll get this one to Galladay. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a pickup of 6.
On second down and 4, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as yards on third down. Jackson, and the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so, but it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Check, 43. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. To the right and complete to Galladay. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Jackson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 10. Now it's Jackson going deep here for... He's got a man complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Jordan Hicks brought him down.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Complete to Austin Hooper. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Murray, throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Here's Murray from midfield. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Let's go, D. Big series right here.
They go play action now. Jackson, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now the pass to Grant, and he's got it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Back now in Miami. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, screen play, Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Let's go!
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 45 on 2nd down, Murray. And that's caught left side, seals Jones with it. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he's got it. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Murray to air it out again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Christian Wilkins make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. so they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that be.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Za'Darius Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Jackson now. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Preston Smith there on the stop. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. 12 yards there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Christian Wilkins in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The field position game often so overlooked, but this offense is going to be backed up deep. What an ideal punt.
And now, this stage of the game, when they need the drive to try and put themselves in a position to win it, you talk about going the long field, the very long field. This could be a 99-yard drive if they're able to accomplish it.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
He's back to throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. They'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put in the right position.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back to throw. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Shift.
Here's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They didn't get out of bounds, but that's okay. They need one more just like that to give themselves a chance.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Now Jackson. His throw incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard out and done. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.